did primary 1 to 6. I didn't go to, this, you are your generation. Even I went to kindergarten and all that. And I didn't do that.
You're writing an essay, describe yourself, and somebody is giving you 50% for describing yourself. I'm like, do you know me? Exactly. I know me. You cannot tell. My favorite color is blue. Why are you not failing me for telling you that my favorite color is blue? I grew up in a brown house and I had 3 siblings. Like, was it?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to our channel. We are the Osage fans. So, on another episode or another video for today. How are you doing, honey? First of all,
super good.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while we sat down to record the video like this. Just a lot has been happening. We're doing a lot more vlogs, but today we want to talk about something unique and something that we can all relate to, which is our childhood. I'm excited about this one because it's important to share, because whether we like it or not, our childhood shaped the core of who we are. Everybody's born into a unique home and unique family, and that kind of forms how they see life, what they think about as they transition into adulthood. So I feel it's important for us to talk about it. Alrighty, we're gonna start with a song. Back to the intertribal videos, like we want to start with a song from each of our culture, because I feel like we're talking about our childhood, so we might as well take it to like the songs that we sang, like, or we heard as a child that we heard. So honey, you go first. What is one song that you heard as a child?
USA Papa USA Obuime USA Papa. So it's thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, my Father. Thank you, my King.
Good.
USA Papa. That's thank you.
So I'm gonna sing my song, and my song is a little bit different. Trust me, like I said, I'm still learning my language very well, so my pronunciation may be a little bit off. It's a song that we heard a lot as a child. Like, I think we sang it to most babies in Igbo land. So onye tiri wane bakwa, ebe tiri wane bakwa, weto ziza weto se, meta marajino umunoko lachaya, ebe o ebe o ebe o ebe o. So I think basically, I don't know the full meaning, but basically it's on who's beating that baby that's crying. So they sing it to a baby that's usually crying. Even like recently, my mom was around and she was helping me with my newest baby, and she was singing the song. So it's basically singing with the baby. Like when the baby's crying, you're like, who's stopping that baby that's crying? Who's beating that baby that's crying? Bring, like, they're taking to break and bring this, bring that. Let's deal with that person. So it's kind of like, and usually when they say, the baby gets distracted and they stop crying. So, which is cute. Anyway, that's good. So we're gonna leave it at that. Moving on. So we're gonna talk about childhood. So honey, what was growing up like for you?
Well, for me, I grew up in Edo State, Benin City, and the good thing is I grew up with my parents. Up in a family where daddy and mommy and my siblings, everybody, we all grew up in the same house. And the good thing is that I grew up knowing that my dad had a house, so that would make me not to talk too much about other things. So my dad had a lot of kids. My mom, the same father, the same mother, other siblings. Then we used to go to like a public school, and my school then was Exalted Secondary Primary School, and it was very nice. We used to walk there. Then it takes about 40 minutes or an hour to walk to school then. You know, these days we're talking about, they have fewer cars at that time. And my dad used to like, I used to get dressed very well, my uniform and everything. Then I used to like, my best subject in school then was CROK.
Okay.
CROK. So for me, growing up with a large siblings, my dad and mom, they were the same tribe. You know, we are she's Igbo in Benin. So my parents were both Benin's. So I grew up in Igbo State, quiet environment. You know, we were taught how to share. Not because they wanted us to share, because we were large. We come from a large family like that. You have to share, you have to accommodate, you have to be understanding, which we actually did, and that has gone a long way to affect and impact my life as a person. I know sometimes my wife usually say, why do you have so much? Your heart, you have a very good heart. Well, growing up with that kind of a family, what do you expect?
Yeah, my husband is just one that's always thinking about everybody else. This person, my sister, my brother, my nephew, my niece, this one, that he's always thinking about everybody else. And yeah, I'm caring too. Don't make it sound like I don't care.
What about you?
I care a lot, yeah. So basically, I grew up in a much smaller family. We were 4. And I was number 3 out of 4, so 2 boys, 2 girls, so it was balanced. Honestly, it was really like one of the memories I remember from growing up was obviously grew up in a very Christian home. So from a young age, we're going to church, and we have like family devotions where we come together and pray. All of you, like those people that family devotion and pray. If you had a family that had altar call every morning where daddy wakes you up and like, let's pray, like that was definitely something like that was it. Whereas much smaller families, so an extent we're close, obviously. Having 2 boys and 2 girls necessarily, I felt like I was like the first and the third, which is my eldest brother and me, were just a lot closer, and then second and the last just felt like they bonded more. But it was fun. I grew up in Warri, like I've said a lot of times. Shout out to my Warri people. So I didn't necessarily grow up in the East, so that's why my language wasn't frequently, like I don't speak as much. I think if I had grown up in the East, I would have been more frequent in my home. But one thing that was definitely like very, very unique was that my parents still spoke the language at home, and we always had a contact with the East. We went home every now and then to the village, because it's a village.
Right.
So what was your favorite food, honey?
Well, my favorite food then was rice and stew. You know, my mom used to make rice and stew like every Sunday, and then we used to eat it a lot, and we are happy, we're excited when she's cooking it. So that's my favorite food then. But as you keep growing, your priority, your taste begin to change.
For me, I don't know if I even had a favorite food. I was a foodie. Like, I loved food. They used to tell me then, like, I would eat anything. I loved food. I loved fruits. So
that's why she looks good like this.
Yeah, I love food. I love fruits. So I eat like a lot of food, a lot of fruits. Like, yeah. So what? Swallow has always been a thing for me. Of course, rice, you grow up eating rice so much, it's like rice is just rice, but I love different kind of soup. Even as an adult now, I love different kind of soup, just as long as it's a lot of like catchy obstacles in it, and food and meat and protein. As long as it's a lot of protein in it, I love anything soup.
I think for me, we used to eat yam and pumpkin leaf, like vegetable.
So like what would you call it?
Yeah, that was very nice too.
It's like porridge yam?
No, like yam, proper yam, like the yam you peel it and cook it. Then the
vegetable sauce
on the side. Very nice. My mom used to do that for us, and it's very good for your health too.
Nice. So what about like school?
Well, school, like I said, I went to primary school, public primary school, where I did primary 1 to 6. I didn't go to, this, you are a new generation. Even I went to kindergarten and all that, and I didn't do that. I have to be honest with you. I actually went to a school where we had, they put a slate, what they call that, the board on your chest. You go to school and you come back.
You really make it sound like you're like Metusela.
They will write, you will get to school, they will teach you ABC on the same board, they will wipe it out, 1, 2, 3 and all that. So
you had like your own board, like your board on your
everybody
head.
had
So that was, so you write with the chalk?
And the woman would come.
Was it chalk you wrote with?
Would write with chalk, yeah. She would come from home, go from home to home, because I don't know how much my parents used to pay her, But this woman, she really did what? She affected and impacted.
That looks
so
like a
much
low-key
much
private
community.
school, though.
Yeah.
That looks like a low-key. But if someone is coming to pick you from home and then you carry you somewhere, you have your private truck.
Not that she picked you from home and put you in a car. I'm telling you, she came to legalize, like, she would walk to your house, then you walk with her to school. Then when you're done, she also come and drop you up by escorting you, But nevertheless, it is not how you started. It's what you become in life that matters. So, but for me, it's been a wonderful time. Everything's natural. As I grew up but thank God my dad was still, it was good and he had, I think he has 2 cars as at that time. But he was not always around, he was always traveling. He was into the force, police.
Yeah, my husband has a dad that was
my dad was also a teacher.
So was he strict?
Yeah. My dad was very strict. He doesn't give you 2 opportunities. He believes that if we grant you an opportunity, you should be serious enough to make sure that you make the best use of it. So that's what my dad believes in. And that always helped me too. Even traveling overseas and all that. I believe that if I have an opportunity, I should make use of it and make sure that I make best decision out of it and make sure that I have the best from that, But for my wife,
I mean, can I tell my own story?
Please go ahead.
Anyway, I went to so my dad worked with NNPC, which was hence why we went to Warri. So my dad, he was a petroleum engineer, so he worked with NNPC, which is the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. So sad, I heard it's no longer in existence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the company, they sold it, so it's not privatized.
Okay, I see.
So just Nigeria.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway, so as children of the staff or the workers of the NNPC, we had an NNPC primary school which I attended. So I mean, I don't know about the teacher and all, but it was a very beautiful school. I remember very well, it was one of those schools that, although it was government because it's owned by NNPC, which was the national corporation. We felt like we were one of the big boys then in Warri. Our uniform was on per. Our teachers were nice. I remember my daddy always used to do school, or most of the time would drop me there and pick me up. I had after school lessons, so sometimes I'll be in school afterwards. I remember that my dad used to give us money too. At a certain point, I think as we grew older in a primary school, he will give me I think maybe we call it grade 7. He'll give us money, to buy something, 20 naira or 30 naira depending. And so primary school memory was really fun. We had a lady outside there that used to sell ice cream, all this ice cream in sachet. I can't explain. I don't know. A lot of things advanced now. We'll sell pop-pop, all those people that sell all this finger food, and then we'll be looking forward to using that money to buy something for ourselves.
Oh, I remember that.
So
too.
definitely it was fun. These are the memories that I just enjoyed, looking forward. And then when daddy picks me up, and then that joy of always knowing that you always ask for something. If it's outside granite, if it's abacha and coconut, just something, gala, anything. Yeah.
That's
anyway,
good.
So what was your best subject in school?
Well, like I said, the best subject for me was CROK.
That's Christian religious knowledge, right?
CROK.
CROK was Christian religion knowledge.
Yeah, that was my best because I love the Lord. So,
was it more primary school?
Yeah. Oh, was it nothing like that in primary school?
No, definitely there was. It was.
Okay, so that was the best. When I went to secondary school, I just love to, it's like God is talking to you at the same time the school is asking you to take it as a subject.
And for CRK, I know they do cover a lot of Bible stories and things like that. So
they do. It was a lot, and I really loved CRK. But English was still good for me too, and what other subjects? I like governments. Governments, because my father was, I told you, was a police officer. Yeah. I love government.
He's still very passionate about the law. My husband is.
I still have passion for politics. But my wife, and I don't think she really wants me to, but we'll look into that in the future. I love politics because it's an opportunity to serve your people. and also to give them what some people deprive from them.
I mean, come from Nigeria with everything that we see and we hear.
Politics.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, so my favorite subject for me was I love maths. And I used to like economics. Anything that had to do with like learn about home. So I wouldn't like cooking, home, like economics, just things like that. I liked it, and then I later did it on maths. I just did better in maths than English. Although English, seeing that I liked economics, English just made sense. But I feel like maths, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. If there's already a set, if you follow the principles, you get the answer. With English, you're writing an essay, describe yourself, and somebody is giving you 50% for describing yourself. I'm like, do you know me? Exactly. I know me. You cannot tell. My favorite color is blue. Why are you not failing me for telling you that my favorite color is blue? I grew up in a brown house, and I had 3 siblings. Like, what's it? They will say it's the grammar. Like, is, was is was. But English was just always dicey. There's always something that made you lose mark for reading, and then maths was just easier. Celebration, like how we celebrate. Oh yeah, those were one of the favorite time. Childhood. If those that know, they know. Like Christmas, you have Christmas hair, the special hair you make for Christmas for ladies. Christmas clothes.
I'm just laughing. You know why?
You can relate.
Go ahead.
Christmas clothes. The clothes and the shoe has to be like matching. And then Christmas is one time where food is surplus. Like there's always food. Being from the Eastern culture, like I said, I grew up in Warri, so going home for Christmas was like a must. We must travel to the East, and then you travel to the East, then you get to see all your cousins. So imagine all your cousins coming from different part of Nigeria, some overseas that'll come home, and so we're all in a big compound. We can play together. So we always look forward to Christmas. They must kill goat or kill cow. Like Nigerians, we do know how to have fun Christmas. And then let's not talk about knockout. Knockout, like the festivity of Christmas. There's so many uncles that you can go and say, I need Christmas money. This is what they call Christmas money. Although parents will be collecting it from you, we'll open that chapter one day. Parents is to collect our money, but Christmas money, different uncles' house, we'll go and greet them, and then they'll give us money. So it was really fun. I enjoyed it. And Easter is always food, like rice, chicken, goat, meat, pepper soup. Fried rice was the most.
For me, Christmas season was a season that your dad would officially make room for people to have new clothes, buy them shoes, oversized shoes, because they know that they don't want to buy a shoe next year or next time they're looking for another shoe. They used to sew like the same clothes all together. They take us to a tailor. They make sure that the tailor have the big size clothes, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to make sure that we're good. And that time is a season where also some of our aunties, they also bring food to us to honor my dad. It's an honor.
Yeah.
One of my auntie, I won't mention her name. You know, the children when they see this, they know what I'm talking about. She's very close to my dad. She'll come bring food, bring eba, bring rice and all that, bring pounded yam and all that. So she kept on doing this. And it was very nice. Then we used to visit 1 or 2 people. And, we eat a lot during Christmas.
Food was
so much food.
There's no that time. Like, there must be food. Every day there must be food. There's just something about festivity. That's why even as an adult now, even as a family, us recreating childhood memories for our children, Christmas is one holiday I don't joke with. Like when it comes to just making it memorable, because those experiences was what formed how we saw, what made Christmas special. And so now we're trying to have our own traditions.
Do you know what? The honest truth is, here in the Western world, in diaspora, most people, they like to go to work on a Christmas day, on a New Year day.
You get paid double.
I understand, but these are crucial time you need as a family man or even as a single person to spend with the loved ones that you have in your life. So you have to make sure that create time for them, because Christmas period is when I usually show them love, my family, but it's more on Christmas period.
Yeah.
So that's what you should take. I'm just advising you.
I mean, that goes to show the cultural differences. Like when you're Nigerian from different intertribal, like in different tribes, then living in North America and raising kids, you get to see the difference in the culture. And I think that's one of the things that we're highlighting, how different it is.
Or the best thing you can do overnight, a day before that day, or spend the day with your children, your family, then do overnight.
What if their job?
No, I'm just saying, for example, so in case you really want to work.
What if the job doesn't?
If it doesn't require that, just take it out.
Yeah.
Use your vacation time.
I think most jobs still let you. They know you have a choice. You really do have a choice. It's up to you if you decide to use it for that or do it for something else. Anyway, so finally, like, what is something that was memorable from your childhood that one thing, that one experience you won't forget, or something that you wish you can relive or you miss about your childhood? I think the word is one thing you miss about your childhood.
Well, one thing that I miss about my childhood is because when I used to be in Nigeria, we had opportunity growing up, going to our cousin's place, meeting a lot. I have a lot of cousins. My mom came from a large family, my dad came from a large family and all that. But growing up, we don't have the opportunity no more. Sometimes we're just on social media, like saying hi and all that, but we never seen for years. But I pray that one day, we will have a family reunion where we can just invite cousins all over the world and we can meet together and have fun. So I miss that.
That family.
There's so many family members I've not seen for over 10 years.
Oh yeah, true.
15 years.
True.
But I'm happy they're doing great though. Most of them, they're married, have kids and all that.
I know. That's something that people grow. So that's what people grow. People get family. That's one thing I said about growing up. Then life is just, everybody grows and then have their own family, and it's not the same. For me though, one thing I mean about childhood is just not having to think about bills, not having to think about like responsibility, like not having to think about other responsibility like children. Like you wake up. I was so blessed to have like help growing up. I grew up in a home where we had other people living with us. I have aunties that took care of us before they got married, and we also had some helps. Like back home is so much easier. So you never, of course, the burden was not only on my mom, but my mom was obviously very well. But as a child, there's some things you don't need to worry about. You wake up, there is food. Mommy, I'm hungry. You wake up, I need a phone. I need to go. I remember those times when in school, we used to do excursion. Badagry, THS people, if you remember. You don't have to worry. Daddy will make it happen. Now, if I want to go to, even what's Japan? I want to go to, let's say, New York City that is close to me. I'm calculating, oh my God, how much is it to spend the night? How much is hotel fee? So it's really different.
Not
I think
even the money.
Not
Sometimes
having
it's the time to travel.
True though, true.
When you're always busy.
I think as a child too, you're always busy. But the responsibility, you don't have to think about the cost. You don't have any financial obligation. I think that's something I miss about childhood. No financial obligation, just I want and I get to a large extent. Yeah. Anyway, so honestly, in rounding up for sure, what is something that you, from your childhood, you want to replicate, or you're teaching your children currently, or something that you want to them to pass on to them?
Number one is to love. Love, also learn how to speak your language. Or if the worst come to worst, learn how to hear the language, and if you can't speak, it's a little bit okay. But if you can do both, that's the greatest thing you should do. Make sure you always give to people around you, most especially family members. You might say, why family members? Well, there are some people, they give so much to people outside, but while their family members are suffering, don't be that person. I'm not saying find a balance, you know what I'm saying? So give to your family member and also give to friends who are truly in need. And God bless you.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think for me, it's having a balanced childhood. I think I was so blessed and fortunate to have parents that, in as much as they worked, they provided for us. Education was so important, doing well in school was so important. But my dad also had a balance where, once in a while we'd travel, we had all these adventures.
Always traveling abroad.
They exposed us to so many things. And I think I want to give that to my children. I think that, beyond education in a classroom, traveling is a good experience and a good education for your child too. And just making them understand that, the world is bigger than where they are. Sometimes when you're in your country, like in Nigeria, or you're back home, you see world from one lens. Everybody, but when you come out of your country, exactly, you see that the world is bigger. There are different people that think differently, different cultures. So it's so important to have that balanced childhood. That's why it's something I want to keep to the children.
Thank you so much, honey. At this point, I want to say thank you. Subscribe. Also, make a comment.
Yes.
And don't forget to share the video.
Definitely.
Have a beautiful
and then you can
wonderful-
share something memorable from your childhood as well.
Please, you can hit us up if you have questions. Do you understand? But one thing you should take, keep your family bond together.
Definitely.
Let nothing break it. Because at the end of the day, if anything happens to you, it's your family that will stand for you. I know some people will be like, oh, friends. I understand friendship. But there are times that friends, they just break off from you. But a family cannot, because blood is blood. Thank you.
Yeah. Good points. Keep your family close as well.
We love you.
On that note, like, subscribe, and give a comment. Bye.